Do I have tips for a beginning meditator? A beginning meditator. Well, you got to watch your terminology. Like the term beginning meditator has a kind of a creepy tone to it. Because I don't know that I want to be an advanced meditator. See, I sort of want to be free. I've met meditators and they're a creepy lot. But I do meditate every day. And I think that it's one of the most exciting adventures. I think it far beats things like climbing Mount Everest or stuff like that. I mean, this is the real thing because you're quieting down enough to watch the mechanics of your own awareness being trapped by thought and senses, and you're just seeing how it all works inside, and you're beginning to sense how the universe is the projection, not whether it's out there or not, but how you're interpreting it is the projection of all these things in your mind, in your head. And you just start to have this delicious experience of, all I've done, I've spent time 2 months sitting in a room in a Burmese yekta, an ashram, just following the muscle rising and falling in my abdomen, doing Theravadan Buddhism. And the thoughts arise all the time, like, for this you got a PhD, or, like, what the hell are you doing? Or, this isn't going to help, or why don't you get to work, or something like that. And each time it's just a thought, and I go back to this, and I go back to it, and I go back to it, and I go back to it, just as a primary object of concentration, to get my mind more concentrated. And in order for it to become concentrated, it has to be less vulnerable to all the thoughts that arise and all the sensations. It starts to get really quiet and really deep. And then it starts to have a laser-like power that penetrates into the universe more deeply, just through the concentration of mind. And then you shift to other kinds of meditation. Like recently I've been studying Dzogchen, which is out of Tibetan Buddhism, where I just sit with eyes open and look at the sky and experience the sky of my awareness and the sky there, and then see between these skies all the phenomena of the universe rising, existing, like clouds in the sky. Or feel the whole thing as an ocean, and then see my thoughts and sensations as waves rising up and falling back in. And just these processes. So I think that Trungpa Rinpoche's book, Meditation in Action, is a good one. That it becomes, that there's a meditative way you live life, rather than meditation. And there's a book by Suzuki Roshi that says Beginner's Mind, Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. And the whole art of meditation is always remaining a beginner.